It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, July 17th, 2021. I'm your host, as always, here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel, Andrew Rhodes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I have a lot to go over this week. This has been a painful one in a world of weird shit. And I'm not even scratching the surface. I have to save some stuff for next week, to be honest with you, because I got to gather all the information for the one topic. And I already got one for next week. But for this week... oh boy, I'm rubbing my hands together like Ark Wright and open all hours because I'm feeling greedy at this point. It's almost like they were just handed to me. But this week, join me as I'm going to be talking about believe it or not, a 132-night cruise that sold out in less than 3 hours, and the cost, you're never going to believe this, $73,499 per guest. Yeah, that's not going to end well. The anime industry. Their professionals are criticizing this AnimeTube Kickstarter as a total scam, and guess what? It was yanked down because it was deemed a scam. But I'm still going to talk about it anyway because those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. Seriously. And I'm going to say it like Pat Country would on the CU podcast, sealed! Mario 64 broke records at an auction, and it's got the retro experts skeptical, and in all honesty, I agree with that at this point. Something's not right here. Hey, do you like Super Smash Brothers? Do you like Nickelodeon? Do you think Nickelodeon should come out with their own Smash Brothers game? Well, guess what? They are. And I'm going to be talking about that. Their Nick's fighting game looks legit. Probably going to have a better online than Smash does. And Rumble Granndoll isn't the only anime protecting the fandom. Oh, this is going to be good. But anyway, folks, as always here, you know the song and dance. I'm sure you do by now, you know the song and dance. Come on over to my eBay page. I have a wide variety of crap for sale. It's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of crap for sale, from action figure parts to some trading cards, DVDs, some video games, you name it, I got it. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Come on over, swing by, check it out. Yes, that's right. Remember, one person's trash is another person's treasure. There's always a birthday. There's always a celebration. There's always an event or some type of a function that you need to give a gift for. Why not save yourself the time and effort of going to the store, shopping at the store, and then picking out something that 16 other people have probably already gotten when you can look online? The worldwide flea market that is eBay is your domain to walk around and check out what you want. And remember, window shopping's always free. I always love that because there's a lot of stuff on eBay I can't afford. But anyway, if you want to check out some of the stuff that I got for sale at my little stand in eBay, come check me out. It's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. And while you're out there surfing the information superhighway, make sure you check out Twitter, because I'm over on Twitter, at Otaku Rhodes. That's the @ symbol, capital O-T-A-K-U, capital R-H-O-A-D-S on Twitter. And check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page, too. And while you're at it, while you're here on this channel, you know, before you click off, because by now you're probably bored, because most people usually leave after about 4 minutes, why not hit the subscribe button, like, comment, do all the fun stuff, ring the notification bell, because I had a lot of cool videos. You might like them. I mean, they're not the world's best videos. There are other YouTubers that do better than me, but they're entertaining to a point. Interesting, maybe. They might, what's the point I'm trying to make here? Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Do all the fun YouTube shit. You know, because YouTube's where you are right now. Why not have some fun while you're here, right? Alright, so let's talk about how my week went, and, yeah, this has just been a week. So happily I didn't hurt myself this week like I did last week. That's a good thing. Let's be happy for that for a moment, shall we? Good. No, this week was just mostly dealing with the heat, dealing with stupidity, dealing with idiocy. Just a broad stream of things. But of course, I know the one thing everybody that's listening to this podcast right now is hoping I'm going to talk about. So let's just get it out of the way. Yes, Wednesday's video is legit. So on Wednesday, I put up a video on the channel that said that I was ending Andrew Rant, and I am. Come December 31st will be the last and final rant video that will ever be going up on this channel. The final one. That's it. I do have a special that I'm planning for the holidays called the 12 Days of Rantmas. I wanted to do it last year, but I ended up not getting everything connected on time. I didn't like I honestly was recording them like on a Tuesday. I did like all of them that I have right now in one day, and I kind of felt like I was piss whipping my way through it. So I'm going to try to record as many of the rants as I can prior to this and try to get them all fixed up and uploaded, since I can schedule the uploads on YouTube. Thank God for that. This way, I know they'll be up, and then they'll be completely done for, you know, the end of the year for the rants. And then the final one, I can definitely have the one that I want to have go up last and final will go up on December 31st. Because come December, I'm going to probably be doing night shift again this year, knowing my luck. So that means I'm going to be not in the happiest of moods, not getting a lot of sleep, not dealing with stuff right. And that's just going to be my living hell. But yes. So there is that fun nightmare of nightmares going through my mind, but still, it is what it is. I mean, I'd love to get another job. I'd love to not be doing retail, but let's face it, at this point, my prospects are not the world's greatest. But anyway, but yeah, basically everything I said in the video is true. I am ending Andrew Rants. December 31st is going to be the last one, and I'm ending it because I'm sick and tired of the complaining. Like I said in the video, you don't actually see a majority of the comments, because when you're on YouTube, you, as the creator, a lot of the comments can get filtered. And I will admit, that's about the one thing that YouTube seems to do right to a point, is filtering comments. Like anything that has a hyperlink in it, they'll filter out. Anything that's spam, they'll filter it out. And then it's up to us, the content creator, to see, okay, is this spam or is this just, you know, a misflag? And while some of them were coming up as misflags, I will admit, I was reading some of them and I'm like, okay, no. And I will admit this, I was getting rid of a lot of the ones that were bad-mouthing a lot of the other people that subscribe and view to my channel. Because if you want to come after me, you want to bad-mouth me, you want to make fun of me, be my guest. Okay? I'll take it. I've been picked on a hell of a lot worse than this. I had an entire class that wanted me dead in elementary school, so believe me, I've had worse. When you start coming after the people that subscribe and that comment regularly, no, that's where I'm gonna draw. That's where I'm drawing the line in the sand. So, yeah, that's where I'm drawing the line. So, but yeah, everything I said in the video is true. I'm ending the rant series. It's done as of December 31st. It's going to be the last and final one. That's it. So, it is what it is, folks. Sorry for those of you that... I mean, I've been reading a lot of the comments on the video, too. And I've been feeling like a lot of the love and everything. But, yeah, I'm sorry for the ones that are going to miss it. Believe me, I'm not happy about having it ended either. But at the end of the day, there's liable to come a point where my whole channel is going to end up having to get nuked. Because I'm either going to have to choose between a job that pays, be a full-time job that pays, or this. And this makes me no money. I make nothing on YouTube. I make $0. Zip, zilch, zenada. So, yeah, if it's going to be a choice between, oh, okay, I'm making nothing doing this, and I found like a full-time job if I'm that lucky, that, or even if I end up getting 2 part-time jobs, and well, at least maybe one other, or just two completely new jobs. And both of those have to take all my time, and I have no time for this. They're going to win because I got bills that come first. I got expenses that come first, none of which are getting fulfilled by YouTube. So that's the Damocles sword that's hanging over my head at this point. Is that if something comes up that, oh, here, I can make a crap ton of money doing this, or I have to do this in order to make enough to survive, and this is giving me nothing, but that's going to be giving me enough to keep my head above water and survive, that's going to win, and my YouTube channel's done. So keep that in mind, folks. That's the Damocles sword that is literally hanging over my head. Once that falls, that's it. It's done. If that comes to the point where I have to pick between a full-time job or like a better part-time job and this, the job's gonna win because I need the money. It literally comes down to money because I need to pay bills. I need to buy food. I cannot survive off of smiles, and smiles and hugs are not a form of payment that a bank or anything else will take. Believe me, if it was, I would have just went to the student loan place and once a month just gave them a nice hug. Said, here, let me give you a hug. There we go. That should cover it for the month. See you next month. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. So, yeah. But either way, just keep that in mind going forward. But yeah, that's basically been the majority of the week. It's just, I recorded the video. I had to go up on Wednesday, and I have just been listening to people. I've been reading the comments, and yeah, I'm not happy that I have to end it, but I'm ending it. And the sad thing is, I was probably going to have to end it either way because of looking for another job. I think they're going to like Google search my name, and that's going to come up, and that's already going to hurt me. I'm keeping the videos up for now. They're going to stay up. Just after December 31st, there will be no new videos added to the playlist for Andrew Rants. So just keep that in mind. But, yeah. Otherwise, let's get into the podcast this week because we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. It's going to be a good one. Okay, so this is a fun one. So this actually came up yesterday. I saw this on a Google News feed, and I'm just like, okay, this has got to be like a massive joke, right? Because this is stupid beyond stupid. And I said something to my mom, and the first words out of her mouth, I love this, by the way. When I told her about the price, she goes, "It better be made out of fucking gold." That's the best part. So, for $73,499 per guest, the World Cruise sells out in less than 3 hours. So, this is going to be interesting. So, first off, yeah, that is a long and expensive trip, by the way. It's a 132-night World Cruise. It's sold out in under 3 hours at $73,499 per guest. And that's just the starting price. The highest price, at least, could range up to $199,999 per person for a master suite. You are kidding me. Where are you people getting this disposable income? I want to fucking know. This is nuts. So, Region 7 Seas Cruises released the fares for sale at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. And by 11 a.m., all the spots are gone, staffed up by people eager to spend more than 4 months on a cruise ship. If you want to spend 4 months on a cruise ship, why don't you just go to one of the cruise lines that's notorious for having issues? You could spend 4 months on a cruise ship. You're just going to be spending 4 months on a cruise ship in squalor. Which is another thing. Why the fuck would you want to take a cruise? I don't think they fixed any of those problems yet that they've been having. The strong interest, though, may be a positive sign for the cruise industry as it tries to rebound from the pandemic. I think the cruise industry needs to rebound from a lot of the bad PR it got from a lot of the cruise lines that weren't working and kept, breaking down. The voyage is going to span 34,500 nautical miles, includes 66 ports of call, as the Seven Seas Mariner will visit 31 countries and 4 continents. Passengers will also see 61 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Let's just join the Navy at this point. You want to sail the Seven Seas? Just join the freaking Navy at this point. I mean, God. This is almost as bad as that. I mean, this is like that Pokemon thing. There was a... I saw this... It was on Twitter. I laughed my ass off at it. It was on Twitter. And the thing was... It was this Pokemon Go thing. It was a recruitment thing for the Navy. And I'm like, this is cringeworthy even for the Navy. This is low even for them. And my 4th grade teacher was in the Navy. I talked with him on Facebook. I was so tempted to send him that and get his honest opinion and go, just out of curiosity, should I really be concerned that they're getting this desperate? That they're trying, it's like, well, you want to catch Pokemon all over the world, join the Navy. Like, what the hell? You want, for the amount of money they're spending on this cruise and for everything you're going to be doing, I really hate to say it, so join the Navy at that point. That's basically to do the same thing, just join the Navy. I mean, holy hell. The epic round-trip cruise will depart from Miami in January of 2024. So you have like less than 3 years to go for this for a 4-month cruise at sea. What the hell? Okay, sure. The company also has round-the-world cruises slated for 2022 and 2023, but it says the tickets for its 2024 trip sold out faster than for any other year. How the hell is that possible? Oh, I got money out my ass. I'm going to spend it in 2024. I'm going to travel the world. Oh, okay. And what about the rest of us? Alright, whatever. High-end accommodations, though, brought some of the most intense interest, the company says. The trend aligns with the new economic reality imposed by the pandemic, in which well-off customers have snapped up big-ticket products and services, and even homes, even as millions of other Americans struggle to pay for housing and essentials. Yeah, you know, like food, clothing, gas for your goddamn car to go back and forth to a job that pisses you off every freaking time you go there because you're treated like crap by your freaking boss! I digress. Remarkably, though, we found that interest hasn't just come from our past guests, and we have seen a strong increase in first-time travelers, according to the Regent Seven Seas Cruises president and CEO, Jason, what's that, Montague? Oh, God. I'm not even touching that. Montague, I guess? Oh, jeez. I don't know. Many of those new customers, he adds, were keen to book the higher end of our suites. Why would you spend almost $200,000 for a 4-month cruise? You know what I would do with $200,000? I would put at least half of that in the bank. The other half I would use to find a better place to fucking live. God, you're kidding me. The living quarters aboard the Seven Seas Mariner range from the deluxe veranda suite, whose beds and adjacent sitting area resembles what you might find in a nice boutique hotel, to the master suite, which adds a full dining table and living room with polished floors and armchairs. You're basically spending $200,000 to move into a high-grade apartment for 4 months at sea. At sea. You have no chance to get mail. You can't have friends over. You're going to be at sea. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this picture? The rapid sales are seen as another confirmation of customers' desires for more cruises, particularly long ones. 4 months at sea! You could just book a cruise on one of the crappiest cruise lines. Granted, you won't have the posh accommodations, but you'll still spend 4 months on the ocean! Because the ship will probably break down and have to limp back to port, and it'll take like 4 months to limp back to port. Jesus, this is horrible. Oh, last week, a 40-night winter Caribbean voyage on Carnival Cruise Lines. P&O Cruises sold out in 6 hours. Okay, see, I can understand 40-night because that's about a month. I can understand that. That's fine. This 4-month accommodations in a posh hotel suite on the ocean is not. This is weird. Oh. I don't get it, though. A glimmer of hope, though, emerged in late June when Royal Caribbean Celebrity Edge became the first cruise ship to sail from the U.S. port after more than a year after they had the no-sail order placed on cruise ships last year by the CDC. Okay, that's understandable. But the cost of travel, though, rose more than 13% from June 2020 to June 2021, according to the U.S. Travel Association's most recent travel price index. The figures show a 3% rise in travel prices from June 2019 to June 2021. Well, yeah, I guess $3.15 a gallon now. Oh, no, wait, hold on a second. It was $3.15 when I went to work yesterday morning. When I stopped to pick up my sandwich for lunch, it was $3.25. My apologies. It's $3.25 per gallon now. Yeah, okay, sure. And I'm just going to drop $200,000 that I don't have, instead of paying bills and, putting some away just in case shit hits the fan again. No, I'm just going to up and go on a fucking 4-month cruise. And what the hell makes you think that this cruise line is still going to exist come 2024? They could go belly up. They could have a massive disaster happen. They lose their money. And guess what? A majority of these trips are non-refundable. Unless you have the travel insurance, a lot of these trips are non-refundable. So there's $200,000 gone. And it's gone. Hold on a second here. I can do the South Park thing. And it's gone. Wow, that was fast. Okay, you have no money. Next. Okay, you want to book you want to book a cruise on one of our cruise lines? Okay. You want the high-end accommodation? That's $200,000. Okay, we'll sign you up. Oh, we don't need to worry about the traveler's insurance. Our company is going to go bankrupt. And our stock just plummeted 55 points. And it's gone. Your money's gone. Bye-bye. Yeah, I see that ending. I see that not ending well for them. But yeah, first off, $73,499. That's on the low end of this. For $73,000, I think I could actually get a nice fucking cheap-ass apartment and be comfortable there for at least a year. Maybe 2 if I budget everything right, but $200,000 for the high-end suite, you're only going to be out there for 4 months! You're spending enough money to buy a fucking house for 4 months. My God, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, sure. I'm going to spend $4,000 to go out here and travel the ocean. I'm going to be like Gilligan on Gilligan's Island. I don't see that happening, but go for it. Hey, you never know. I mean, that cruise ship could end up accidentally getting too close to the Bermuda Triangle, and next thing you know, it's gone. And then it's like, we'd like to bid a fond farewell to the many people lost at sea aboard this 4-month cruise that didn't even last. Seriously, they were only out there for 90 minutes? Wow. We're going to lay a tremendous amount of flowers here. They're biodegradable, so that way PETA and Greenpeace won't be on our ass. And they're going to be floating the ocean in memory of them and their cruise that took the lives of... How many people were on this ship? How many? Oh, God. Yeah, I can just see that. I mean, well, what the hell happens, like, if it hits rough water or something? I mean, a 4-month cruise, you're basically saying, bye! If you come back, we'll still be here! Hopefully you'll come back! If you're gone for, like, a month, okay. If you're gone for, like, a week, okay. I mean, my buddy Sean took a cruise. And I actually had to think about this. I was trying to remember if she was his... girlfriend, fiance, or wife at the time. And she was his wife then. With his then wife. I actually had to think about it. So, with his wife. And it's like... I'm just trying to remember when they took the cruise. And yeah, they were married then. So it's like... And by the way, they're still married. I just literally had to figure out what stage in their relationship they were at for that. And they took a cruise, and I remember thinking, okay, granted, okay, he was just going literally down the coast, okay, down the coastline from, I think it was someplace up in the Northeast down to Florida. It's like, I'm like, okay, he's not leaving, the coastline. That's fine. It's like, yeah, you're just going to spend, like, I think it was like 3 days at sea going down the water. That's fine. But I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck would want to spend a month out at the ocean for a 4-month cruise? More than 4. It's going to last more than 4 months. Oh, hell no. 132 nights. 3, 4. That's a little over 4 months. Okay, a little over 4 months. Jesus, first off, holy shit. That's insane. 100. What did you say? Why did they just make it 150 nights? Just make it an even 5 months and be done with it. You're literally going to be kissing the majority of your year goodbye. Don't you people have jobs? Don't you people have lives? What the hell are you going to do on a cruise ship for 4 months? You cannot play pinochle and shuffleboard for 4 months without going crazy. Okay, you are going to be trapped in an isolated box floating on the water for at least 4 months. Very little contact with the outside world, and God forbid, if you're going on this, like, you think this is going to be like a romantic, 4-month honeymoon or something, and you're planning this to be like your 4-month honeymoon, and what if, and I really hate to say it this way, but what if somebody actually does use this for that? It's like, oh, this is going to be our 4-month honeymoon, honey. We're going to go out here on the sea, and then they have a fight. And then just like that, 4 months of living hell. 4 months where your new, where your partner, okay, for 4 months now, you're bickering with one another because you're stuck out at sea. The minute you come back, divorce. Watch the divorce rate suddenly skyrocket right after this cruise comes back. I bet you good money. Watch that happen. Watch it just skyrocket. I mean, granted, they're going to get to see the world. They're going to get to explore a lot of stuff. I mean, they have a map here with the intended destinations in the map line. I kind of think it's interesting. But watch this. Watch this seriously turn into, all of a sudden, this ship comes back into port. Watch it be massive divorces just start piling up. And all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh, well, couldn't you guys work it out? No, we spent 4 months together on a goddamn cruise in a box together. We couldn't even get separate rooms. No, I want a divorce. There's going to be divorces like crazy after this. Watch. That's what I'm afraid of. But 4-month cruise. Nope, I'm out. Screw that. Alrighty. So, the anime industry professionals are criticizing the AnimeTube Kickstarter as a total scam. And obviously it must have been because Kickstarter took down the campaign. As of July 9th, the campaign was gone. So it launched, I would say, this took place, I guess, last week. So let me pull up my little handy-dandy calendar here. Load up, my friend. Thank you. Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Then the 9th it was taken down, so on the 6th. Wow, that didn't even last 3 days. That's impressive. So launched on Tuesday the 6th, a Kickstarter campaign has earned more than $110,000 in pledges for an anime streaming app called AnimeTube. The campaign promises to deliver free anime on demand and claims it will fix the shortcomings of the existing official services, including their limited libraries. You obviously do not know of Tubi. Tubi's got a pretty damn good anime library. Hell, that's where I go to watch a lot of my anime is Tubi. If not occasionally YouTube, but definitely Tubi. Seriously, Tubi's got like a huge catalog. However, various industry professionals have criticized the Kickstarter, claiming its promises unrealistic. Here we go. Let's have this rumble in the jungle. In this corner, the anime professionals. And in this corner, some weird-ass Kickstarter that Kickstarter yanked down 3 days after it launched. All right, folks. In the words of the great Mills Lane, let's get it on. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Anyone intrigued or thinking of donating to AnimeTube's Kickstarter should not. Media OCD's Justin Savickas tweeted out, they're about a decade too late to that business model and competing with Netflix, Warner Media, NBC Universal, hell, even Disney has been sniffing for anime streaming rights. Okay, Netflix has some anime on it. Look at the freaking Pokemon franchise. They got Journeys because Disney decided Disney did not want anime anymore. That was one of the main reasons they got rid of Pokemon. I remember that article. So first off, that's a little bit of BS. Because I remember the article where Disney had said that anime to them was not family friendly. They wanted to focus more on family-friendly content, especially for their new streaming service, Disney Plus, which was coming out. So anything that was deemed not very family-friendly, they were trying to distance themselves from. And I remember they got rid of Pokemon because it wasn't the massive cash cow that Disney had imagined it to be. Well, no, because by that point, Betsy's udders there were milked kind of dry. You know, by the time it was hooked up to Disney's milking machine, there wasn't much left in there. I'm sorry if you just suddenly pictured a milk tank being screwed over by Disney. I apologize for that. I forgot there was a cow Pokemon called Miltank. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that one. I apologize on that. It was my bad. It was my bad. But NBC Universal, I kind of question that one, and Warner Media as well, because Warner Media and NBC Universal, I don't see them wanting to get into the anime market for a majority of reasons. The first and foremost being that they would have to compete with the streaming services that already exist, like Funimation, Crunchyroll, I want to say Crackle to a bit because they did have some anime on it, but you have like Tubi and other ones, High Dive, things like that. They would have to compete with them. And I don't see Warner Media and NBC Universal wanting to get into that battle. I don't even see Disney wanting to, because I kind of find that bullshitty a little bit, that statement, because Disney got rid of Pokemon. They didn't bother to renew the license. That's why Netflix got it. Because Disney didn't want to renew it. Cartoon Network got rid of Pokemon. They were the ones that had it before Disney, and they didn't want to renew it. Then Disney took it, and I think Disney was like, oh, well, this didn't work out. But to be fair, and I really hate to say it this way, Disney got Sun and Moon. The sad thing is, Sun and Moon was already destined to fail because of the context of it. And Disney ended up getting that. That's what Disney had. But then, of course, Disney also had, like, some Naruto Shippuden episodes. So Disney had their time with anime. They didn't do it right. It wasn't so much a fact that it wasn't the right titles. They didn't do it right. Cartoon Network did anime very well. They knew the song and dance. And they still do with Toonami. That's basically what's on Toonami anymore is anime. Because Cartoon Network realized, okay, anime, we can't, gear it right for kids. We gotta gear it more towards the teenage market. Because that's what a majority of the titles that'll bring you in the views are for the teenage market. Like ones that have a bit of fan service, ones that have a bit of a story to them. See, Disney won't take that chance because they're Disney. They don't want anything that's not deemed family-friendly. I mean, look at the Lizzie McGuire reboot. That was deemed too dark for them to take. Hell, they kind of even got rid of Girl Meets World for a somewhat stupid reason. I don't even remember what the hell the reason was. And they sure as hell can't say low ratings for that. That was bullshit. That was a good show. I'm almost sure that was canceled by them. I remember reading an article that got canceled on. I'm almost sure that was canceled. Right? Or is it still going? No, I don't think it is. Hold on. Ah, maybe it's still going. Hold on. Oh, no. It ended. Nope, it ended. Of course it did. Because Nickelodeon didn't like it. Or, sorry, Disney didn't like it. Oh, yeah, wrong show there. Yeah, January. Yeah, it lasted about 3 years. January 20th of 2017 it ended. That was the original release. Wow. Barely even hung on. Wow. Boy Meets World was 7 years, and this one, wow, that's sad. 3 seasons worth, 72 episodes. Yeah, Nick. I keep wanting to say Nickelodeon because I kind of think Nickelodeon should have took this show. I really do. See, was what Nickelodeon always wanted to do. This would have been a show for Nickelodeon. I'm sorry. The teen-centric bullshit. No, this would have been perfect for that. Yeah, I mean the ratings weren't bad. Yeah, I mean they weren't gangbusters, but okay, it did kind of drop off though after the newness wore off. They just couldn't hold on to it, I guess. But yeah. But, it's not that bad. But, of course, Disney screws everything over. They screwed the pooch on a lot of stuff. But, yeah. So, like I said, anything that's deemed, not family-friendly, Disney will just kill instantly. And that's why they didn't greenlight the Lizzie McGuire reboot, because they deemed it non-family friendly. So, that's why I'm thinking to myself when it comes to this, that's kind of bullshit, because Disney would not be sniffing around for anime. At least not in this day and age. Not anymore. Netflix, I would like Netflix to get the fuck out of anime, to be honest with you. I want them out of anime, but we can't always we want life. I would like them to be out of it. I mean, look at the bastardized version of Neon Genesis Evangelion that they did, and that should be proof enough that they need to get the hell out of anime. Like, fast. That should be proof enough. But at the time of launch, though, the Kickstarter included a link to a list of titles that AnimeTube claimed were currently in discussion for licenses. I'm wondering if I can still pull that up yet. Or is it now a 404? It might be a 404 now. Oh, no. Oh, wow. 19 pages! You... Yeah, okay. Alright, this should be good. Let's take a look at some of these. Alright. Wait, did I actually... Yeah, Afro Samurai. I don't fucking think so. No. Okay, so they're claiming Afro Samurai, Dot Hack Roots. They literally, I think, just took this from an ABC thing. Like, just took like an anime list in alphabetical order here. Oh my god. At least ones that have both an English and Japanese dub, I betcha. Agami, another. Yeah, okay, this is bullshit. Area 88. Okay, nope, definitely not. Because they're saying Bakuman, all 3 seasons of Bakuman. Bullshit. Because Bakuman only had like 1 disc that was dubbed in English, because the 2nd volume was never released. I know that for a fact, because I wanted to get the 2nd volume of it, and it was never released. I actually had to watch the entire Bakuman series on Tubi, and it's subbed. I do not know of a dub of this, other than the first, 7 episodes. So somebody can correct me on that. There might be a dub for it, but I don't remember there being a dub for Bakuman. So, yeah, that's bullshit. Oh, Backstreet... there's actually an anime called Backstreet Girls? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, okay, they're claiming, all the Sailor Moons. Oh, yeah, no, bullshit. The Bleach movies? Nope, that BS sensor's going off here. Oh, look, boo. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope, that's, oh, nope, here we go. This is where you could definitely throw some bullshit into this. Okay, so, this is where you go throw some bullshit here. So, they're claiming that they could get all 5 seasons of My Hero Academia, that they're licensing for that. Bullshit. That's not, no. No, my BS meter's redlining now. You got Boruto. Buddy Complex? No. That Buddy Complex is up on Tubi. Unless you're going to get the OVA to complete it, you're not even going to get the full experience because there's a 2-episode OVA that finishes the whole goddamn series. So that's bullshit. Busurenkin? Nope. Captain Tsubasa? Oh, hell no. Cardcaptor Sakura? No. No. I'm saying, alright, I swear to God, if I see it on here, I'm gonna know it's BS. Hold on. They're claiming a shit ton of Digimon here. Now, where are you? If you're on here, Dr. Stone, nope, that's BS right there. Stone War, no. Dragon Ball Z, no. Come on, I swear to God, if you're on here. Okay, that one's... I was gonna say, if Aiken would have been on here, I would have said that it was definitely a list, though. But they're not that stupid. That's interesting. They're still stupid, but they're not that stupid. Yeah, no. This entire list is definitely... It's redlining my BS. It is redlining my BS meter. Completely redlining it. They're Get Backers? No, oh hell, fuck no. Gintama, no. Given, no. You're claiming a lot of series that don't have no. Gunslinger, Gungrave. Okay, this is where I could definitely say this is bullshit right here. They are claiming Gundam Build Fighters Try and Gundam Build Fighters. Nope. That's not... Nope. That's bullshit. That is full-on BS. Hero Man, nope. Hellsing, no. I mean, some of these I could see. I'm not gonna lie. There are some... They're claiming Hunter x Hunter. Nope. Because Tubi has that, and they keep putting that up as new every single month. So I know for a fact that this little shithole would not be getting them. Let's see here. No. Infinite Stratos. No. Wow, they don't even have like any decent titles on here. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, no. Okay, they're claiming that they can get the license for Jujutsu Kaisen. Nope. Oh, hell no. For Jujutsu Kaisen. Nope. That's not happening. I do not see that going to some... you would not be able to pay for that. Keep in mind, to get an anime series, to get permission to do this, you need to pay for the rights to air it. I don't see them pussing up the money for that. That would cost more than what their Kickstarter had made before it was yanked down, probably. Or they would literally have enough to probably get the rights for like 3 series, and that would be it. You would literally have to go for a lot of the obscure anime titles to flesh out your library, because you would not be able to have a streaming service with 2 titles. Oh, yeah, no. A lot of this is bullshit. And a lot of these I don't even think actually have Western adaptations. So you'd have... Yeah, no, Western, I was right. Western adaptations. So you'd actually have to... you'd be putting these up subbed. No, yeah, a lot of this list is bullshit. If you want to read it... Mar? Oh, hell no. Toonami had to fight like hell to get that, and they only had it for like a short amount of time. That's bullshit. No, this is redlining my BS meter here. This is full-on redlining it. Yeah, they're claiming Naruto and Shippuden. Nope. Oh my god, no. Yeah, and they're even claiming the Super Deformed. Nope. Oh my god. They're basically taking like all the stuff I think that Tubi has. They don't have Aiken, and Tubi has Aiken. I know that. No Guns, No Life. No. Wait, there's no... Wait, no. Oh, they're claiming Neon Genesis Evangelion. They'd be in the rights to get that. Yeah, no. No. Oh my god, this is bullshit. Anime in discussion. Oh, yeah. No. One Piece? One Piece? I don't fucking think so. Not this. No, they would not even humor you for One Piece. Funimation would not humor you. Pokemon, I could probably. This is one of those I could probably see, but then again, they have their own streaming service, so I would go with no. Psycho Pass, Prison School, Ranma Half. That's one I could probably see because the rights for that to air it would probably be cheap. Robotics Notes, no way. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is definitely a bullshit list because if it wasn't, they would have had the actual Western name for Mega Man. They have Rockman.exe, then calling it Mega Man NT Warrior. Nope. Folks. It would have just been Mega Man NT Warrior. Nope. So that definitely proves it. Rosario Vampire. I think they literally just took a list of stuff that has like manga too. This is a BS list. My BS meter's redlining. It's like full on redlining. Slam Dunk, no. Slayers, no. Oh my god, no. Oh hell no! Okay, I don't see Studio Trigger giving you guys no, sorry. I don't see them giving you guys the Gridman license to air it. Nope. I swear, tell me World Trigger's on here. Tell me fucking World Trigger's on here. Both seasons, and I'll fucking lose my shit. I swear to God. To Love Rue, no. Tiger and Bunny could be a possibility I could see, but still no. Technolize, that one probably, that's one that I could see going to like a streaming service, like an obscure up-and-coming one. But they're claiming like a lot of Gundam series. No. Like Turn A Gundam. No. No. I swear. Yep! Both seasons of World Trigger! Nope! No fucking way in hell! Because I know Tubi has the first season of World Trigger up to episode 73. They don't even have the second season yet. I'm hoping that they get it because I fell off watching when we lost internet for a week. I fell off watching it. I forgot all about it. But, oh my god, no. No, no, no. No. No fucking chance. They're clean. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, tell me Yu Yu Hakusho's on here. Tell me, yep, Yu Yu Hakusho! Yep, Yu Yu Hakusho! There's no way you're getting... No. Tell me he's not on here. Okay, they don't have Zet... Okay, they got Zetman. Okay, but you don't have Zoids. Nope. This is... I swear to God, this is literally... They just copy and pasted it from, like, 3 different anime streaming services and just decided this is the ones we're going to claim we have in discussion. So that's bullshit. That is flat out BS right there. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Okay, so let's see here. That they claimed are currently in discussion for licenses. No. It contains hundreds of titles that are already licensed by other distributors for U.S. streaming market. Nozomi Entertainment CEO publicly tweeted at AnimeTube, "Why do you have listings for my titles on your Kickstarter's anime licensing currently in discussion? We are not in discussion with you." Burn! The link to the list, though, was since removed, but hey, you can always find it now. In a now deleted tweet, AnimeTube responded saying, "Hi, yeah, we've contacted you on LinkedIn to discuss directly with you." Oh, wow, you contacted them on LinkedIn! Whoa! This is fun. Okay, so AnimeTube founder George Weller explained the discrepancy to Anime News Network via email. Oh, this should be, okay, there's a discrepancy. This should be good. Okay. "We are in discussions with Japanese anime production companies to license anime for streaming rights, and in order to be transparent, our intent was to let our backers know which anime we are trying to license. We provided a list of titles we are in discussions with Japanese anime companies to license for streaming. We contacted the Japanese anime companies who produced the anime to determine what we can license and who to contact. We were informed by the AJA that the proper routes are to contact Japanese anime production companies first, And the confusion may lie with the fact that the USA distributors expected us to contact them first. Okay, first off, what the fuck was that? That's like a dog taking a crap on your carpet, pulling off, like in the middle of the carpet, like the middle of the floor, pulling off a pillow on your couch, covering up the shit stain on your carpet with this pillow, and then laying on top of the pillow thinking, you're not going to move me off this pillow, and I'm just going to sit here till it dries and rots away, and you're never going to know it's here, because it's just not going to be here. This is too good. So Jacob Grady, the founder of the hentai manga website and publisher Fakku, F-A-K-K-U, by the way, expressed doubts about the trustworthiness of AnimeTube's team, tweeting, "I've had run-ins with these guys before. Total scam." Weller disputed Grady's claim, stating he never had encounters with Grady before. "I've never heard of this person, nor have I ever had contact with him to my knowledge." Grady declined to elaborate on his previous alleged dealings with AnimeTube, stating legal restrictions. It's a possibility he could have signed an NDA. That's possible. The campaign has also been criticized for using images of anime titles that it is not yet licensed for promotional purposes, including Sword Art Online, Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, and Death Note. So you're just pulling up the big four from the miscellaneous category. Way to go! Oh my god. The images have been since removed from the Kickstarter page, although as of this article's publication, they are still visible on AnimeTube's tweets and YouTube videos leading up to the Kickstarter's launch. Clips from Boruto anime are displayed on AnimeTube's homepage with the disclaimer: the depiction of products or images is for demonstration purposes only. That still doesn't make it legal. In any way, shape, or form, that doesn't make it legal. I can put up a picture of a naked woman on the street corner and say that this is for promotional purposes only. Yeah, no, that doesn't make it legal. No way. The very fact that they use those IPs to sell their services prior to licensing agreements makes it unbelievably unlikely that the rights holders would be willing to work with them. Will you stop trying to load up shit so I can think? God damn it. Trying to get this and my computer's like, we still haven't been able to load this page. What do you want me to do? Just stop asking me for 5 seconds. That'd be start. Okay. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Has there been a chance the anime limited, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they don't even have the rights to these to license them, and they're like, oh yeah, but we're licensing them. Will you stop asking me? I said to stop loading it, and you just keep loading. Stop trying to... Stop! For the love of God! I'm getting a little pissed off. It's like right in the middle of the screen. I can't even say it then. Okay, so the Kickstarter included references to the Association of Japanese Animations, or the AJA, claiming that AnimeTube has been in discussion with the group. Apparently, I love this. My favorite thing about their Kickstarter is that they claim that they have been on a lead, that they have a lead on licensing stuff because they had a meeting with AJA. AJA is not a licensing organization! Come on, look. Oh, God. Alright, cool. And now I just lost the article because I clicked off to shut off this stupid... Will you stop trying to get me to do this? Alright, if you want to read the rest of the article, go find it in the description because my computer's not letting me finish this up. This is starting to really piss me off here. Okay, they are not a licensing organization. They're a trade group. Stop trying to load the page. Thank you. They're a trade group. They represent the contractor studios. The reference to the association, written incorrectly as the Association of Japanese Animators, has since been removed from the Kickstarter page. However, Weller expanded on AnimeTube's interactions with the AJA via an email to Anime News Network. We were told that AJA were impressed, happy with everything we presented, especially with our concepts for Ami-chan, and they gave us their full support in regards to streaming licensing and getting into the industry. Anything else is business confidential. I hope you understand we cannot divulge everything about our business dealings. You have no business dealings! You have nothing! You have nothing, you jackass! They did an earlier campaign in June, raised approximately $63,000 in pledges, but failed to reach its $285,000 goal. First off, to get the licensing for a lot of these series that you're claiming, you would need a lot more than that. That wouldn't even get your foot in the door. That's bullshit. AnimeTube relaunched the campaign with a new goal of $50,000 and adjusted rewards. Oh yeah, that's really gonna help you. I'm gonna go with no for 100. Our team agreed that $50,000 is the minimum we would need for fees and developing the app features listed, not including stretch goal features. Therefore, we decided to close the campaign and relaunch within 1 month. But the goals for each campaign are covered in our graphics, which break down goal costs. In addition, we felt we needed to improve an improved PR campaign. $50,000 is not going to cut it for anything with this. Oh my god, no, this is bullshit upon bullshit upon bullshit. No. Holy shit, this is crap here. This is just... Yeah, my BS meter's redlining tremendously. Differences, though, between AnimeTube and Crunchyroll brands, apparently. This company doesn't acknowledge its background here. By the way, I'm jumping around since this thing keeps popping up. Since the page doesn't want to... keeps trying to reload every 5 seconds. It's pissing me off. So, it's just saying it's unresponsive. But it's not unresponsive. It just won't stop trying to reload. So, here's the thing here. So, apparently differences between AnimeTube and Crunchyroll brands. The company doesn't acknowledge its background here. And they weren't legal alternatives. Certainly not free legal ones when CR was a bootleg operation. Yeah, that's kind of true. On its FAQ page, AnimeTube claimed that anime streaming licenses do not cost hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, insisting that anyone who is giving you details on how much streaming licenses cost is either not telling you the truth or breaking an NDA. They cost more money than you think. You have to pay for the right to stream that. That would be like me coming up with something and then letting somebody else do it. I want a royalty. I want to know that my brand that I'm letting you pitch, that I'm letting you show, is going to be worthwhile. It's the same thing with clothing lines, with tech lines, game lines. That statement's bullshit from you. 100%. When you're saying that they don't cost hundreds or thousands of dollars, oh yes, they fucking do. You don't go up and say, hey, give me... I'm not going to walk up to Shueisha and try to get the rights, like to Shueisha or Funimation, and try to get the licensing rights for Dragon Ball Z, for Yu Yu Hakusho, for anything on their fucking... I'm not going to go up to Studio Trigger. I'm not going to look at them and go, I want Gridman. I'm going to give you $5 for the rights for me to air Gridman. They're going to laugh my ass out of that goddamn office, for starters. It costs a shit ton of money to get the licensing rights. They're not breaking an NDA telling you this. Because it's not... They're not telling you an exact amount. If they're telling you an exact amount, Like, and if they're telling you an exact amount, like it costs $15,497.55 to get the rights to stream this series, that's breaking an NDA. If they're saying it costs about 15 grand, that's not breaking an NDA because it's a fine line. You're saying about 15 grand. That could be over 15 grand or under 15 grand. Or you're also including taxes into that assessment. So that's not breaking an NDA. You're giving them an estimate. That's not breaking anything. If you give them an exact amount, this is the exact amount it costs, that's breaking an NDA. If you're saying, oh, it costs about this, that's not breaking an NDA. You're giving an estimate. Because it could be higher or lower. You're not giving an exact amount. You're giving a ballpark figure. And it costs hundreds or thousands. And in some cases, it does cost a couple million depending on what the series is. That's not unheard of. But yeah, so if you were stupid enough to donate money to this, you should be able to withdraw it before the funding period ends. I think, though, since Kickstarter yanked it down, I'm pretty sure they're issuing refunds to everybody. I would almost assume it. If you donate a substantial amount and are not able to withdraw it... Oh, I love this. Okay, they wrote this. Oh, God, this should be good. Oh, this should be good. Okay. So the webcomic creators, Merriweather, which drew a sponsored comic for the Kickstarter, renounced their support for the project, tweeting that they have refunded the sponsor money and vowed to research clients thoroughly in the future. Yeah, I would definitely have researched these jackasses because they are pulling one hell of a scam on your ass. This is impressive, even by their standards. If you have donated money, you should be able to withdraw it before the funding period ends. If you have donated a substantial amount and are not able to withdraw it, please message me below this tweet and I will compensate you personally, they wrote. So in other words, it's basically, well, if you donated money, but unfortunately we can't pay you or you can't withdraw it, just come to me and I'll give you back your money. Well, at least they're giving you back your money. That's better than what most of them would do. Most of them would have just screwed you in the ass and said goodbye. I'm sorry, I get a fucking kick out of this by the fact that they're literally like, oh yeah, no, this is fun. Oh yeah, we're getting this, and we're getting this, and we're getting this, and we're getting this. It's like, you're not getting anything, you're not getting anything. You're not giving them anything in this context. So yeah, that's bullshit. It's wholeheartedly bullshit. Alright, so the retro market for video games has been blowing up lately with people buying older games for large amounts of money. I mean, there was a Super Mario Duck Hunt that sold for a shit ton of cash. Let me say that again. A Super Mario Duck Hunt. Yeah, and then you always have the Holy Grail and this and that. But this one definitely is going to be taking the cake here. And this, I think, is where the bubble's about to burst. So, a sorry, I had to. Mario 64 game sold for a record-breaking $1.5 million. And the retro experts are now skeptical. This is nuts. So, for those of you that don't know about this, this is the retro gaming market that I think is officially going a little too far this time. So Super Mario 64 is not one of the rarest or oldest video games by any stretch of the imagination. It's really not. If it came out and I at least know about it, and I can tell you that, yeah, it was sold in stores when I was a kid, that should tell you that it's not that old of a game. It's at least, I want to say, X amount years old, but yeah, no. But that didn't stop it, though. From reportedly selling for $1.5 million over the weekend. This would have been last weekend, I assume. What was the date on this? Yeah, last weekend. And it is basically a stunning display of how the vintage gaming collecting has just blown up. amidst a new speculation-filled bubble. So, hello, bubble, it's about to burst. I guarantee this is not going to end well. The factory-sealed copy of 1996's, okay, 1996. I was born in 89. 1996. Copy of Super Mario 64. So it would have been for the N64 because they always had that stupid 64 after their goddamn title. Like Star Fox 64, Doom 64, Super Mario 64, Mario Party 64. Yeah, everything was 64 right after that. Literally. With a condition grading of 9.8, bullshit, practically undamaged, bullshit, went for $1,560,000 at the Heritage Auctions. Oh, Heritage Auctions. Here we go. At first, I'm not going to lie, I thought this was a legit company, and I was proven wrong. I will admit that. I was proven wrong. They're not that... They overhype and blow the shit up out of proportion. Setting a new record for the highest-selling single video game ever at auction. Oh, I doubt that. To put it in perspective, it was almost double the previous record set just a few days prior by The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda. Bullshit. It was also just under half of what a copy of Action Comics #1, Superman's first ever appearance back in 1938, went for earlier this year. Wait a minute. Just under half of an Action Comics #1. Excuse me for a moment. No fucking way in hell. No way. All these are obscenely high prices that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago, but the bubble around them seems due at least in part to the new groundswell in collector interest, not just for video games, but for all sorts of other collectibles, ranging from comic books and dolls to Pokemon and baseball cards. But the vintage game collecting market has grown particularly unpredictable of late, and the meteoric rise of Super Mario 64 is the perfect example of why some are beginning to regard new record-shattering sales with skepticism. The bubble's going to burst, people. It does not last forever. What makes this particular copy so goddamn special? Who the hell knows? They figure the first $1 million game was imminent, but I didn't think it was going to be today or this. Editorial director of Digital Eclipse Gaming's version of the Criterion Collection and former Kotaku features editor Chris Kohler tweeted over the weekend. The somewhat longer answer is that video game rarity has different forms. Mario 64 sold close to 12 million copies back in the day, but the packaging was notoriously damage prone. A pristine copy like this one sold at auction is therefore arguably in a league of its own. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, if the boxes were prone to being beat the fucking crap out of just by holding it, yeah, a pristine copy would be worth a shit ton of money. There are discussions of how many first print sealed Mario 64s may exist, but no matter what the number is, there are certainly only a tiny fraction in the 9.8 or A++ range, which I still think grading systems are bogus, to be honest with you. We often receive factory case packs of N64 games where all 6 copies included have not been circulated. Even in these undistributed case fresh copies, most often the results end up with 1 or 2 fewer 9.8s and oftentimes none. Because there's always something. This is pretty much like I said every time you hear somebody go, I have a grade 10 trading card. That's bullshit. Because the only way you're getting a grade 10 is you're picking it up right off the goddamn factory line with tweezers. And I mean like soft touch tweezers that is not leaving an impression on that card. There is no way you're getting a 10 on anything graded. It's bullshit. So, yeah. While Wada Games has awarded perfect 10s, those are reserved for games that are only in immaculate condition, but are also manufactured perfectly. As a result, though, a 9.8 A++ is probably the highest possible condition anyone's ever likely going to find with Mario 64. But seriously, 1.5 million though. Well, the 9.4 copy apparently sold a graded and sealed copy, sold for only $38,400 on Heritage Auction this past January. A 9.2 graded copy sold for just $7,500 there last year, and other copies of the game in similar condition just sold below $10,000 on eBay earlier this year as well. Because with eBay, it's a lot easier to get your money. With Heritage Auctions, it's not. At least from what I've been told. I'm going to say that from what I've been told. Let's see here. Let's see. Any other fees and seller and buyer fees completely left out of the field. A 9.4 A++ graded copy of the game sold at the same time only went for $28,800. Can a marginal grade difference really be worth 7 figures? It barely hit 5 figures outside of Heritage preservationist and director of the Video Game History Foundation. Oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, Frank. I'm just going to call you Frank. Told Kotaku in a direct message. I 100% agree it being a 9.8 puts it at a completely different level, but a sudden jump from 30,000 to 1.5 million feels wrong. Well, in all honesty, the only way I can see that happening is you have a bunch of drunk people and you get in a bidding war. Or you just have 2 people and there's a bidding war and it's just a penis measuring contest at that point. Or it's like, I'm not going to lose to you. I am not going to lose to you. 500,000. I'm not losing to you. 501. Yeah. No. The head of Wata Games, whose own business interests, sorry about that, are obviously tied up in the health of the growth of the collectible market, isn't so sure. In other spaces such as comics, coins, and sports cards, the difference between the second highest grade and the highest grade can be a 2 times plus multiple in value and sometimes much more. That's sad but true. For the people that do collect stuff, like let's say I would have a 9.0 card and somebody else would have a 9.8. Theirs would go for a lot higher money because theirs is more closer to pristine than you're going to get. The closer it is to perfect with no errors, no flaws, no damage, the more you're going to get. So yeah, that does make sense. But you really can't explain this bullshit, though. The fact that 1.5 million doesn't quite add up has led to some more nefarious speculations, ranging from money laundering to collectors trying to inflate the market with targeted bids, which, honestly, I don't doubt. Another simpler explanation is that a few different collectors just really wanted this particular copy of Mario 64 and were willing to empty their pocketbooks for it. I mean, this could have been owned by a celebrity. We don't know all the details. This could have been, 001 of the very first one ever made. We don't know. The problem is we don't know all the details, but yeah, there's still some skepticism on this. Even from my part, there's some skepticism. But when asked, though, about who the bidders were, what safeguards are in place to prevent fraud, and how much money it makes off of the record-breaking sale, a spokesperson for Heritage Auctions responded via email as follows. Heritage is going to claim 20% of the total purchase price of the sale of the game. The hammer price was $1,300,000. The buyer's premium on this lot was 20%, bringing the actual price the buyer will pay to $1,560,000. The winning bidder was vetted before they were eligible to cast a bid of this magnitude. In other words, they did a credit check, they double checked to make sure that you can back it up, what you're saying. But you just can't go into an auction like this and go, $1 million without them doing some background checking first. I mean, they're not that stupid. They're really not. Yeah, auction houses routinely vet clients prior to sales. We verified this bidder was qualified. Sorry if I'm yawning there. I can assure you this winning bid was made by a collector who is not related to the auction house in any way. It was cast by an individual independent citizen. Although the winning bidder does not wish to be identified at this time, this may change in the coming days or weeks. Yeah, they don't want to be identified because they just dropped $1.5 million on a goddamn video game. And it's now a game that's worth so much money that they're going to track your ass down, steal it, and then go sell it again. Yeah, I would not want to be identified either. But yeah. I mean, somebody must really like this. Or it could just be somebody that wants to... I mean, worst case scenario, I really hate to say it this way, but worst case scenario, it could just be somebody that might have bought it for, like, let's say, a... I really don't want to say it this way, but it's true. That bought it for, like, a museum or something. There's that possibility, but I don't want to speculate and be wrong. So, that's what I'm going to say about that. But, yeah, this is, questionable. I'm going to go with questionable. Questionable seems to be the best word to go with this. I would go with questionable. But, yeah. Definitely questionable. Hell, I'm already kind of skeptical on it went for $1.5 million, but yeah, I'm going to go with skeptical here. Very, very skeptical. Alright, so Nickelodeon. This is fun. So, they now are coming out with their own version of Smash. Yep, that's right. Nickelodeon is basically going to be making some money off of their old nostalgic IPs. About goddamn time, but it might be a little too late for some of us. But their All-Star Brawl is going to be starring SpongeBob. Fucking course it is. Nigel Thornberry. And a rollback of other ones as well. This is going to be fun. So as the classic saying goes, if you cherish something from your childhood, someday, somehow, corporate licensing departments will find a way to wring every penny from it. Such is true with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, a Smash-style fighting game developed by Ludosity and exclusively announced today by IGN. It looks surprisingly not horrible. It does. It looks like Nickelodeon Smash. It looks like Smash Brothers with Nickelodeon characters. It really does. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is going to be pitting up to 4 players against each other in 2-dimensional stages that feature an asymmetry platform elements like every other Smash clone. You punch each other until you die. Yeah, you've probably played this one before. It's planned for release on the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and the Switch later this fall. Just as Smash draws from across the Nintendo Extended Cinematic Universe, or the NECU, and beyond, Nickelodeon is going to be featuring fighters from various Nickelodeon shows. Nigel Thornberry from the Wild Thornberries will be playable, as well as Danny Phantom from Danny Phantom, of course, and characters from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who will appear in their own beat-em-up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge later this year. Some of the fighters look off. Look at SpongeBob SquarePants crew, including Patrick Star and that squirrel in the helmet. Oh, yeah, Sandy. Who seem to sport nightmarishly frozen smiles as if they were opted for a budget Botox and locked their facial features in place. Well, that's a good way of putting a horrible show, but yeah. But this is also going to be possibly having some rollback netcode. So when you play a fighting game online, the connectivity between each machine is dictated by the netcode. Rollback, which helps both systems stay on partially and mimics the conditions of local play, is considered a gold standard feature. There's some information in here then about it, so yeah, you can do that. But on top of this, though, like all this goes hand in hand with this, because apparently, you might possibly be able to play as one of the avatars in this. Avatar Korra was spotted in their cover art for this fighting game. So, when they revealed their All-Star Brawl, the Smash-like fighting game featuring faces from the cartoon channels past and present, the hype was so strong for this game that even Darth Vader himself would not have been able to hold back. But when you look at the cover art here, I mean, it looks like I see Reptar. I'm assuming that one looks like Red. But yeah, there's definitely Avatar Korra is right there in the upper corner. So it's a possibility here. They're looking for information though everywhere, like a placeholder art that might in fact highly reveal requested Nickelodeon characters with a purchase for elemental beatdowns. Their All-Star Brawl placeholder art, which you'd expect from a game, is still months away from release. Features the logo, a plain background with some basic silhouettes for confirmed rosters, including SpongeBob, Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man. Why was Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy in this? Never mind. Real Monsters, Oblina. But then, apparently some Twitter users spotted what appears to be a number of unannounced fighters, including in the shadows, including Avatar The Last Airbender's Korra. So technically it would have been the Legend of Korra, actually. Avatar The Last Airbender was Aang. Korra's made several video game appearances in the past, most recently 2020's Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix. Her show received 2 solo adaptations, a Platinum Games developed beat 'em up, and a Nintendo 3DS strategy game, both released in 2014. She's even available as a skin in the mythology-based MOBA Smite. So, neat. Apart from Korra, though, other characters like Ren and Stimpy and Cat Dog can also be clearly spotted amongst the masked bodies. Some folks have argued that Aang, another Avatar protagonist, is somewhere in there too, but you have a hard time making him out, which, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it's not like he's front and center. I mean, you can see Korra off in the silhouette. I see Reptar. We know Powdered Toast Man. There's Oblina's over there. Patrick Star. That's like Ren. God, there are a lot of weird-ass creatures. Oh, is that one Rocco? Oh, that'd be cool if they got, like, Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life in this. That'd be cool. The artwork was previously available on United States retail chain Target's website before being replaced with a silhouette-less version sometime between the afternoon and the current writing of the article. The images still exist on Target's server, however, which is how Kotaku was able to obtain them. And herein lies the power of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Many of us grew up watching these cartoons who love to see favorites make it into a game. This desire is further magnified by the fact that despite the licensed nature, the platform fighter might actually be good. Development is being handled in part by Ludosity, a studio previously known for making its own popular Smash-like Slap City. The game is going to have rollback netcode, for crying out loud. This feels like more than just another cheap crossover cash grab. Now, this seems like Nickelodeon realized, okay, look, we have pissed off our fans tremendously. No argument here. We have lost their faith. No argument here. They hate us. My pitchfork's constantly soaked in gasoline, but keep talking. Yeah, so this is definitely going to be interesting. I'd like to see what the list of characters coming out is. I mean, we know, like I said, you can see Reptar up in the upper corner, then Korra's like right below him. I'm not sure the one next to her. Then I see Patrick over on the other side, Oblina, Powdered Toast Man. There's like a slew of them in here. I swear that one, though, down the bottom right above the Game Mills logo, I swear that looks like Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. Could you imagine that? Rocco's Modern Life having to be battling as Rocco. I mean, that little wallaby has got to have a bunch of pent-up aggression in him. That would be impressive to see happen. My God, I would... Jesus Christ, that'd be good. Too bad I can't blow the image up so I can actually... Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see here. Do I see anybody else? Oh, yeah, you got SpongeBob's creepy legs down here on the bottom. Yeah, I think Aang is in here. I think we might be getting Aang too. Well, he definitely got Powdered Toast Man, Oblina, Patrick Star. There's Ren. I swear that looks like Rocco. I think it is Rocco. Korra, Reptar. Not sure who this one is though. Next to Korra and between Korra and Ren, I'm not sure who that is. But I think we are getting, as I think I see another hand here, so I think we are getting, Aang. I know Lincoln Loud's supposed to be in here because I see him down there, so I know he's supposed to be in this too. At least from what I had read. There wasn't like a list of the available characters. I thought there was. Here we go. Okay, here we go. For those curious, here's the confirmed roster thus far. Okay. I knew there was a roster so far. Okay. So we have Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1987. Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1987. So you're not even brave enough to use your own, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. You got to take the 1987 ones. Okay. Nigel Thornberry, Ren, Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Oblina from Odd Real Monsters, and Lincoln Loud from the Loud House. So okay. There's got to be... It looks like there's more on this list, but it's not pulling it up here so I can see it. Come on, let me see all the replies. Come on! Okay. I guess I can't see the entire list. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, so that's at least... I mean, I'm not going to lie, it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I wish we had an entire, confirmed roster so far, but yeah, you're definitely getting Powder Toast Man. Patrick, there's an image, Patrick Star's about to, dive bomb him, about to body slam his ass, so that's not good. It's an upcoming Smash. Come on, why is this thing going so damn slow today? Oh, it's probably, it's getting a little warm, that's why. But yeah, I mean, this definitely is entertaining, but still, I'd really like to, at least as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I really want to know the roster for this, because I'm kind of interested to see the roster here, but yeah, there's got to be, a list here. Blah, 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 come on. I'm trying to find, a roster here. We got Danny Phantom, Lincoln Loud, Nigel Thornberry, because, yeah, I mean, they look really good, too. So, okay, Helga Pataki, yeah, I see her, so we're probably getting Hey Arnold in here, too. Seriously, I wish I could get, an entire, which characters are in here. Okay, we got Zim. Yeah, they really are using the 1980s, Wow, they don't even have the balls to use their own Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. They got to use the one from the 80s. Wow. Okay, so way to think outside, but push yourselves right back up against the box, though, guys. Way to go with that. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'd like to get, an entire roster here, if we could. At least show me the roster of characters. Yes, we got Michelangelo, Leonardo... Lincoln Loud's in here. I can see him doing pretty good in this. Powder Toast Man. Sandy Cheeks. Yeah, okay, yeah, no. Yeah, your favorite. Patrick Star. Oblina. That's really interesting. I mean, that's an IP I haven't thought of in a while. Nigel Thornberry. That'll be funny. And they'll probably have this with some DLC. Okay, we get Lucy Loud too, SpongeBob, of course, Helga Pataki, Reptar. Oh, Reptar's probably going to be OP. Oh, come on. Reptar will be OP. We got Zim, Danny Phantom. Like I said, Leonardo's already announced, so yeah. Yeah, this will probably have, some DLC, to it, knowing their luck. They'll probably make some, DLC where it'll be like, oh, yeah, you can get, additional characters. Here's some DLC. Stages look pretty good, though, too. But it is definitely Smash-like, 100%. But seeing as we got Helga Pataki in this, I'm assuming we're probably also getting... Arnold, probably Gerald. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot more in here than what we're seeing, but I'm all for this. At least Nickelodeon's finally paying homage to their IPs that they don't give a shit about. But yeah, I'm cool with this. This looks kind of interesting. Plus, you figure this way, this will give Smash a run for its money, and now maybe Smash will finally listen to people and put in some better characters. Like, hey, we gotta compete with this. Smash Pass, here you go. Now all of a sudden you'll get like a whole bunch of new characters now, and just like that. Watch, game will take off. Then Smash will suddenly be like, we are losing people. DLC. Which characters are we at? Oh, fan favorites that they've been begging us for forever. Bing, 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 bing. Then you'll start seeing those envelopes flying everywhere, and a whole slew of new characters get added. I wouldn't doubt if they're already thinking of this just so that they can keep themselves ahead, just to try to bury this before it happens. But yeah, that'd be interesting to see. But yeah, this looks pretty cool though. Not gonna lie. All right, so imagine this, if you will. You're in a world where anime disappears. Now, before you start panicking, before you start reaching for the things that make you safe and wonderful in the world, before you start reaching for your stuffed otaku bear, hold that thought. This is the premise for an upcoming anime called Granndoll. I am not going to even try to pronounce the Japanese word for it. It's like Gakuten Seki no Denshi Shujo. Not even going to try. I probably butchered that. Granndoll. It has a terrifying premise. An alternate world where anime disappears. Oh no. Unfortunately though for us, an intrepid band of fans is working to salvage all nerdy things we love. They're doing the Lord's work, I swear. They have my support. The new series, though, won't be out until October, which I'm already kind of looking forward to just for the premise alone. I mean, that's like a neat alternate reality. Like, how about a world where video games don't exist? Oh my god, no. How about a world where this... Yeah, that's always a really cool premise if done right. It's really cool. But there are plenty of other shows with a similar brief, but check them out in the meantime. So you have Urahara. Or Urahara, yeah. We know what you're thinking. And no, we don't mean the guy from Bleach. Yeah, Urahara. My favorite character from Bleach. Seriously, I mean, next to Ichigo, he's my favorite character. Seriously. I mean, okay, my favorite male character. Bleach is actually one of those series where I actually have to split them up. My favorite female character, my favorite male character. And Kisuke Urahara is my second favorite character. I mean, obviously Ichigo's my first one because, come on, the guy fucking kicks ass. But Kisuke Urahara, oh my god. The guy is like 6 types of crazy, and he has the power to back it up. He was the one that took down Aizen in the end, because it was his little doing that screwed Aizen over. Oh yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, but this stylish anime, though, is based on the web manga Park Harajuku, Crisis Team, and stars a trio of talented Harajuku girls. If you don't know what that is, I recommend checking out a Girl Meets World episode for that one. Rito, Mari, and Kotoko. Okay. They're caught in an alien invasion and have to defend their neighborhood. Oh, so it's basically like Mother 3 meets anime. Okay, that sounds interesting, actually. Pastel Memories is another one, and oh yeah, this one I remember. I remember it squarely for, if you see the picture of the article, the girl in the far left with the hat on, the glasses, I remember her. Oh, do I remember her, because I remember that being a contention for a lot of issues with people. So in Granndoll, an alternate Japan that never left the Showa era exerts its militant force over our world. There are definitely wild forces at work. Pastel Memories, but this series leans a little more towards the magical girl side of things. Oh yeah. In a world where memories of beloved anime and manga are fading, 12 cafe waitresses dive into the worlds of our favorite stories to preserve them. The show does a good job of making these shows recognizable, sometimes too good, and it's fun to see familiar titles and tropes parodied in the series. And we all know the very real feeling of forgetting that title of a show we loved. Maybe we could use a service like this in the real life. I wrote down a lot of mine, but yeah. But no, I remember Pastel Memories because, like I said, if you look at the article, the girl over on the left, I remember her. Oh, do I remember her. Otaku no Video. Predating Rumble Granndoll by quite a while. And slightly more down to earth, Otaku no Video is technically a story of how Gainax came to be. Technically, kind of. With a lot of embellishments, it could be fairer to call it a fan's dream. Making good on your fandom by going pro. I think I actually talked about this one a while back, if I remember that. Yeah, I kind of remember talking about this in another topic, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. But these are all ones that give you the same sort of brief premise, but I always like the stories where here's a world where your favorite thing doesn't exist anymore. Like, here's a world where soda doesn't exist. Here's a world where, you know, computers are not a thing. You need to there was like I remember a science fiction show where they were the group ended up getting transported to an alternate world. Don't ask me what the name of the show was, because it was literally a one-off episode that I liked. I hated the rest of the show. It was just that one episode that I really liked about it. They were transported by accident back to an alternate time. And I want to say back to an alternate time because it wasn't their time. Because none of the stuff that they knew about the history of where they were existed. Apparently there was supposed to be like some alien race that came and conquered the planet. And by conquered, in this case, they actually saved the planet because the people that were ruling it were royally screwing it to hell. They were like mining all the resources, taking everything, and this alien race just came, literally wiped them out and told the people, look, we'll govern you, but we're not going to be as bad as them, and they weren't. And that's where you started this entire thing off. But then they go back to this alternate world where this is basically the alternate version where the people that were there actually fought off the aliens and won, and the planet has nothing left. They are literally having to escape the earthquakes under the ground that are just eroding the ground to nothing. There are people living in shelters, barely able to survive. I remember the episode really hit home because there was a mother and a child that they had like one scrap of food between them, and the mom gave it to the kid because the kid just looked so sad, realizing that they only had one piece of food, and that was it. They tried to save everything, they tried to right the wrong, but they're like, they couldn't do it, and the episode ended up ending with them going back to their they ended up getting saved by their friends in their dimension, their alternate universe, you know, their universe, and when they got there, they were like, they were already skeptical about their overlords to begin with, and that just kind of nailed the point home. Like, look, this could have been a hell of a lot worse. We think they're horrible with some of the ways that they're treating us. No, this is nightmaric. What we saw was nightmaric. And I just remember that episode because they had no technology. The lights were basically candles that were shoved into what used to be fluorescent lights. There was no electricity whatsoever. There was no water that was not contaminated. It was a horrible thing. And it was just one episode. I hated the rest of the series. I hated it with a passion. I just can't think of the name of it. But I just remember this episode just hit home. I'm like, it's just like, you know, they hated the overlords. They were constantly trying to find a way to like escape the planet. And when they saw this, it's like, look, we still want to leave because they want to like go out into the stars and everything. But they're like, our lives here could have been a hell of a lot worse. Because and their alternate selves didn't exist. And that was the thing, because the one person, it saw them, and it's like, how are you alive? What do you mean? Well, you died in the war. You died fighting the invaders. All three of you, but you're here. The person thought they were just going crazy from not having enough food to eat, not having any nutrition. They're like, no, I've just gone crazy. That's all it is. I've just gone crazy. You can't be here, or I'm that close to death, and you're here to bring me to the next dimension. But they were blown away by it. I mean, granted, the basis of the show was that the overlords that they had weren't the world's greatest either. They, one half of the planet was basically nothing but slave labor. The other half was like the high echelon. And these are the ones that were sort of in the high echelon that, saw their friends and family being taken to the slave camps. And they're like, no, they wanted to rescue them, get the hell off the planet. And that was the entire premise of the series. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it wasn't that good of a show. But I liked stuff like that where they show you an alternate world. Like, this is what your world could have been. Like, you think this is bad? Here's an alternate reality. Sometimes the alternate realities are really good. I mean, look at Sliders. That literally was like a shit ton of alternate dimensions. Granted, that show went downhill fast. And once season 2 hit, Sliders went downhill. And there was no coming back from that. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what you get. I mean, it wasn't that bad of an ideal, but it wasn't that good of one either. But yeah, I like the type of story. So I'm kind of looking forward to this series when it comes out. I'm kind of interested to see how it goes. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to look up Pastel Memories again. I remember her. Oh, do I remember her? Because I remember seeing an image of her for, I think it was a magazine or something, and somebody was flipping out about it. Don't ask me which one, but I remember her. Oh, I can't. I don't remember her name, but I remember her from the series. I just don't remember her name. But, oh yeah. All right, everybody, and that's going to pretty much do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Don't forget to submit your questions for this month's Q&A video. They are due in soon. Pull up the magic calendar here. They are due on the 27th. That's right. Remember, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on the 27th. They are due. Please submit your questions. Have them ready to go. And yeah, I'm looking forward to answering them. But until next time, as always, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody, and I will catch us all next week. See yas!